Okay, I'm going to look at a couple of cameras I've got. These are Sony ZV1 and RX100 Mark VII, and it's fine to put these up as unattended cameras during a recording, but some little problems. One is that at 4K recording, you can tend to overheat. This area here is prone to getting quite warm, and the second problem, of course, is that this little battery is not particularly powerful, and it'll keep the thing going for about between half an hour and 3/4 of an hour, but it's not much good if you're trying to record a couple of hours of concert. So what you want to do is use an external USB battery pack. However, you've got to get power into the camera, and just using the USB port has given me some problems in the past. So the solution to that is, there's the original battery, and we now put in a dummy battery, and the dummy battery goes to the USB power supply. But because there's a difference in the voltage between the internal battery and the 5 volts, then there's this little regulator here which brings the voltage down to the appropriate 3.7 volts for the camera. Now, the next problem is Sony don't expect you to use a dummy battery, so they haven't allowed for the cable to come through there. You can't close the lid. So what do? Well, we could get one of these cage type arrangements, but I'm really concerned about the attachment to the camera on this tiny thin little piece of metal with that tiny little screw, and I've actually had one fall off before now. It's not good news. So here's the solution. We actually make up an extension, kind of a spigot arrangement, a 1/4 inch shaft with a 1/4 inch thread on there, and a 1/4 inch female on the other side. And it's 45mm of extension there, and that's just enough so that you can actually screw it into that tripod hole, and it clears the open lid, which means you can then get your tripod and screw the thing on there, and it's completely clear of any of this power supply arrangement. Now obviously the lid's open whilst you're using it, but that's just one of the things you have to live with. But that's a pretty useful solution, and of course now I've got the camera. It can sit there for, well, it says 7 hours 57. It's done at least 5 hours on a battery pack, and it's applicable to both of these cameras.